The bus is for sale and I'm going to give you a tour. So we're going to start with the living space inside the bus. Then we're going to talk about a few of the systems in the bus. Then we'll come outside, talk about the outside, and end up on the roof deck. I mentioned this in the ad, but it's worth mentioning again that when I converted this bus, I was all about preserving the open space. Like a big old light open space. I didn't want to cover windows up and I didn't want to box this out too much. So you got a ton of open space. This bus, nose to tail, is 40 feet, but you have a 3 foot or 2.5 foot garage in the back. So that white wall in the very back that says Bluebird, it's got the original Bluebird logo on the trap door right here. This wall in the back goes back to a garage. This is not actually your back door. And this is a trap door that flips open and close for egress if you want to escape the bus, leave the bus, or just check out stuff in the garage. All right, so up front you have your utility cabinet. This is where the electrical system is for the leisure living space in the bus. You've got your fuse box here for your 110, and then that is your converter that makes your juice, your alternating current juice, into direct current. And it's got its own little fuse box. You have your folding couch. I'll show you that in a minute. Folds out as a bed. And then here is your wall heater. It's a space heater that kind of looks like a funky fireplace. Let's turn that on just for a little bit of ambiance. All right, fireplace has been lit. That's your space heater. You can actually run that in heat mode or just in fire mode where it's not actually flaming hot. This is the kitchen table here. It folds up. I'll show you that converted in a minute too. And then this is your kitchen area. This top drawer is a bit bigger to accommodate an induction cooktop. I've got all the manuals and stuff and all the new things in here. Water heater and fireplace and all that stuff. Backup camera. Anyway, induction cooktop, put it in there, bring it up, and cook on this surface. And that is a dedicated 110 outlet. You got other drawers going on here. These all lock shut when you're driving. You know, you don't want to be driving, have these guys fly open. These guys have push button closures to lock them. And these have a kind of like a pin system that slides in from the side. Hot and cold water here. This is your water pump. Right now I've got all the water systems drained and decommissioned, so I'm not going to run the water for you. But this is your water pump, 12 volt. Throw that baby on. You've got water. If you want to open this window, you can also have water outside, kind of like an improvised shower. I'll just say a little bit about the lighting system. You've got redundant electrical systems. So this is a 12 volt system over here that runs via a converter. And then you have a 110 system over here. All this is via shore power. I'll show you the shore power plug. It's right outside out there. You've also got a switch here for your air conditioning. You got rooftop air conditioning. This cools off the bus really nicely on hot days. And you got a couple of skylights. Skylight 1, skylight 2. And let's go back into the behind the kitchen area. More storage cabinets in here. Clothing, food, whatever. That's your call. In this tank, I guess I should show you. In this cupboard down here is your 20-gallon onboard fresh water tank. You don't really need to access it that way, but if you need to drain it or pull it out, you can do that. I guess I could show you a few more system things. This is your water pump is under here, and your access to your plumbing and that kind of stuff. Now I mentioned this in the ad, but the fridge is a mini fridge. Brand new. We didn't even use this thing. We're more like coolers on the road kind of people. But we got the mini fridge. This also runs off the 110 shore power. If you want, you could add a Norcold, like a propane fridge or a dual fuel fridge right here in this bay. This whole bay is sized for a Norcold. So these drawers could easily just come out. They're just put in with some wood screws. But in this configuration, you've got additional storage. One of the things I try to do on this bus is maximize storage. So you've got storage here, storage cabinets here. You've got under drawer storage. You've actually got some additional storage in the electrical cabinet. And you've got these guys. Oh, and you've also got the garage. So a lot of places to store stuff. All right, just a small systems thing. People have asked me questions about this. This is access to the fuel sending unit. So I just added a door here. If you ever need to get in the fuel tank in the bus, you could access it through here. And actually underneath this panel, there's some little notes in there to sort of show you what to do. So this is your shower and shower curtain. It's tiled and missing the hot and cold knobs. This bus will come with hot and cold knobs. I can promise you that. I've got them. I just kind of keep forgetting to put them on. Anyway, that's the shower. And then this is access to the toilet and the sink. So the way this works is this door actually swings both ways on some catches. So it catches here. When you're on the road, you can throw this latch here and lock it in place. And it also catches up here. So that creates kind of like a big across the hallway kind of shower configuration. This is your toilet that flushes into a dedicated blackwater tank. We've never even used a toilet. I've just tested it. It works on a 2-part latch, so push it a little bit and you get water, push it all the way and it opens into the black tank. This is the sink, regular under sink stuff, and that little black thing there is a cover on the fuel tank. So the diesel tank is under here on the bus, and that little black thing just indicates the diesel tank. Okay, that gets us to the bed. I've actually got this cushion, it's kind of stored back here. This cushion goes on the folding couch up front. So this cushion is really not part of the bed, it's part of the folding couch up front. All right, bed is queen size. It's actually a new mattress. We slept on it a couple times, but comes with the bus if you want it. It's got like a topper. I forget who makes it, Sealy or something like that. And this is really like the coziest, best place on the bus to be. It's just awesome, kind of quiet and private. Like everything else on the bus, there are 2 electrical systems back here. You've got your 12-volt lights switched right here, and then you have a 110 AC power here. That's just so if you end up using a leisure battery, you can run the 12-volt system and not be plugged in. We got some additional storage back behind the headboard of the bed, just for books or whatever you want to put back there. There's also an outlet if you want to charge like phones and that kind of thing. I didn't put a curtain on that. If you did have valuables back there, you could just spray paint that glass or put a curtain on it or cardboard it or whatever you wanted to do. And then this is that access to the back garage, which I'll show you in full detail when we do the walk around outside. Okay, let me show you the folding couch. All right, so that's just a futon that I cut down, so it's not a full-size queen, but it's the length of a queen, so it's like bed length, but a little bit narrower. You know, 1, 2 people kind of a thing. And then since we're folding stuff, let me show you the table. It also locks in place. Put another chair over here, maybe a folder or a couple of folding chairs. And then there's a kind of dedicated chair right here, which also has additional under chair storage. Okay, so that's the inside of the bus. I'm sure I missed something. You know, there's like a million things in here. Message me if you have questions or whatever. I can tell you anything about this bus. But let's just go outside, take a walk around, and check out that deck. All right, so front door, like the back door, locks right here. I've got the padlocks for you. They fit on there and work with a key. This is kind of partial access to the front of the engine. This is largely the radiator, and these are a few more components in these 2 doors. And then the rest of the engine access is right here. I guess I should show you that. You might be engine curious. This guy is powered by a big old Cat 3126. This guy's a diesel and it hasn't given me any trouble, just had an oil change. Okay, walking down the outside of the bus, you have under bus storage. These 2 are original and I added these 2. I think I moved them from back there up here, and they've got a few things in them. All this stuff is yours and more. You just got like some RV winterizing stuff. You've got the hoses for the black tanks. You got a window washer, you know, stuff like that. Here's your fuel tank, your diesel fuel tank. And this is your propane tanks. Let me show you that. So yeah, propane tanks live in here. Here's your 2 tanks on a rack. And then this is your evacuation valve for the black tank. You can probably see the black tank. Yeah, the black tank's right there. Black tank is under the toilet. So the toilet goes to this tank. There's another tank on the other side that's gray water. This is the ladder to the roof deck. We're gonna do that last. And then this is the back door. It's locked, so I can show you how those locks work. These guys are really straightforward. Here is the back door. And other things back here, backup camera, ladder I mentioned. This is your storage area, and it's got a light back here. And these are all sliding bins, so these guys just kind of fold up. You got sliders. These two are a little bit shorter because I was thinking you might want to put like skis and snowboards or something like that under here. And these are bigger bins. I put an outlet back here. You got a receptacle and, you know, plenty of storage space. Full size of the bus. All right, so that is your storage area. On this side of the bus, there are a few more little details, things to check out. You've got the access to the propane hot water heater right here. Underneath, I can probably show you this. I'm not gonna go, but I'll bring you under. That is your gray water tank right there. Just like the black tank, but it only drains the sinks and shower and that kind of stuff. So it's not like really nasty water. That's your gray water tank. And then this is your water inlet. So you can really run this 2 ways. This is your dump spout. You open this up, you just dump your fresh water in there via a hose, and you fill that 20-gallon water tank. Or you can just hook a hose up here and just have pressurized water off a hose. If you're at an RV park or campground, sometimes you end up using this one, sometimes you use this one. I would always keep this full so you got backup water. A few of these windows are covered over. These are the windows in the cabinets, sort of right behind the kitchen. I just put this steel up so you can't actually see what's in the cabinets. Spare tire, it's kind of like a mystery compartment I've never used. This is your leisure battery compartment, and I haven't done a thing with this. This is the old leisure battery to the bus. So obviously this guy needs to be replaced, but you know, it's got a leisure battery compartment. This is your main battery compartment right here, and those batteries are brand new. And then this is important on this side of the bus. This is your plug for your 110 alternating current. This is your juice, you know. Plug an extension cord into this. This is a big adapter. I'll include the adapter. And then you've got power in the bus. This little panel right here is one of the 2 electrical panels. This one you open behind the driver's seat. There's like a little latch. This is an electrical panel here. And there's another electrical panel. I think I can show you right there. It's another panel. I had to do some work on that panel early on in the project to get everything squared away, and it has been no trouble ever since. All right, let's hit the roof deck. All right, so when I built the roof deck, I kind of thought of it as a deck slash cargo topper kind of thing. So you could think of this as like a storage deck, you know, like a place to really store stuff, or it could be a hangout place. And then just walking you down the roof, if you ever do this, just step on the ribs. That's where the bus is most solid. This is the top of the skylights, the air conditioner, that other skylight, and the front of the bus. All right, thanks for taking this tour of the converted prison bus. My email is metaspencer, METASPENCER @gmail.com. Or you might already have my info through Facebook or my phone number or whatever. Message me or send me an email or whatever you want to do to get in touch if you're interested in the bus.